We had a man on today's show that said, I'm asking my wife why this is going so well. He's been coaching with us for about a month now. He's been on the C Note show, which Cynthia and I host every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. London time right now until the times change again. And he said, I went to her and asked what's different because things are going better. They're going well. And they had a fun, joyous, connected conversation. And that's cool. But what we warned him of is that when you go to her to ask her to approve of you or to give you validation for, like you said, and I'd love for you to talk about this, see me, validate me, that may be good as far as one phase of this work when things start to culminate in positivity and you go to her and you recognize the positive energy and emotions and love blooming between the two of you. It's a way for you to honor that. But what we can fall into, the danger here is that you will feel good as a man when she approves of you, of course. But when you ask for it, when you ask these questions about relationship, you're almost acting like her little puppy dog that's running up beside her and tell me that I'm okay, pat me on the head, pet me, tell me that I'm good, mommy. And if you do that too much, if you do that more than really sort of one phase of this work, if you will, more than one conversation, it starts to feel to her feminine subconscious that you don't believe in yourself as a man, that you're not validating your own self. And we can slip as a man into seeking that external validation from her. And it starts to feel like we're an addict. It starts to feel like we're not within control of our own self and we're acting like her little puppy dog. So, Cynthia, what is it like when a man maybe overextends these questions? He starts to say, well, how can we be better? Or why isn't this going better like it was last week? Last
Mhm.
month we had this great conversation and that's not happening anymore. And it's, this trying to chase, almost like sinking into quicksand, trying to grab back that positive moment. What does that feel like when he's acting like your puppy dog?
Yeah, well, there's, two things that can happen. And the one is like behaviorally, you almost are asking, forcing the feminine to move in more into mommy mode around you. And she might feel like she needs to kind of control what you're doing because you're almost asking for that container from her. B, she might feel like it's a burden. So she's actually becoming a little bit more masculine because your need for validation becomes a burden she needs to carry. Um, or C, I mean, she can kind of get a little like she feels better about herself because you're, asking for her to lead. And then that just leads into like this kind of power struggle between the two of you, which does the opposite of creating polarity and sexual and sensual attraction. And then the big second piece of that is when you're the feminine loves to feel like she has impact and input and inspiration in your life, but she doesn't truly know what it's like to sit in and be in the skin of you as a man. And so advice, direction she might give is from her frame of being a woman. And so nothing that if you are following exactly her frame and it's not aligned with your masculinity, that's just never going to evolve where you're fully feeling the king in you and the presence in you. And then your relationship space is not going to get to the place where both of you are wanting it to be.
I'll give you an exact cherry on top of how to do that with your feelings that still will make her feel connected and close to you, but won't end in a bad way. I'll give you that here in a second. So, if you want to reach out to us and you want help right now, one on one, if you want us to draw the map for you of what do I do next? How can I fix this? How can I salvage this? Go to greatmenmovemountains.com/contact and fill out the form. Use your heart, open your heart, put as much as you can down there about yourself that you're willing and able to open, which I love that men do that here with us, and reach out to us and we'll get back with you and draw that map and give you the next steps. Absolutely. Absolutely. So my cherry on top here is that, as David Data talks about, and as we unveiled more on the show today, the C Note show, is that you want to feel through her towards the values and man and feelings that you want to have, not where you're shooting to end with her. It's not, will she approve of me? It doesn't end there. What does she want would be ending there, or how can I fix her or fix this would be ending there. You want to feel through to the journey that you're having to the man that you want to be, and you have to know what you want, and you have to know how to step toward what you want to feel through her. And if you just got confused by what I said, reach out to me, greatmenmovemountains.com/contact. I'm happy to draw you the picture. Fantastic, Cynthia. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go move one step at a time, guys.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Want more affection, love and sex in your marriage? Want less paralyzing fear and rejection? Join us live Monday to Friday Zoom call, men only, greatmenmovemountains.com/C-Note. The C-Note Show, free daily call.
This I've got to see.
It's worth watching, so stay tuned.